Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Salimon. Good morning. Good morning. If you can hear me, can I just see your comment? Okay, good morning, Blessing. Good morning, Evaristos. Okay, so very quickly, we'll start today's class. Okay, good morning, Temilade. Good morning, Moses. Okay, so we are starting today's class is on Excel, and it will be a very practical class. So that's why I sent the data set to the group. Please let me know if you have the data set on your laptop. Do you have it? I can't see any comments. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. So let's go into this is one is on Titanic. Do you have if you have something like this, do you have something like this on my screen? And the other is one is this, then the other one is this one, customer shopping data. This oh, okay. I'm coming. Okay, please, I'm coming. Give me. Okay, I don't know why this is showing. Okay, okay. I think I'll open it from our group because I don't know why this is showing here. Okay. Shit. Data. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to open it from. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. I don't know why. I don't know what happened before. So okay, We have this data set and we have this other one. Let me just this Titanic data set. So what we should do first, let's we are working with these two, right? So let me remove every other ones. Which one is this? I think this is the wrong one. This okay. Okay, I think we'll be using this one and these two. Okay, so the very first thing, once again, good morning everyone. How are we doing? So we've talked about Excel interface. We've had an overview of the Excel interface. So I want to ask this thing you are looking at, this thing that is on my cursor, I think I asked yesterday, this home, insert, page layouts, formulas and all. What do we call them? Okay. All right. Thank you, Amid. And then we have our ribbons under each tabs. So, okay. Um, well, the first thing we'll be doing, okay, we have quick access toolbar. This ones here. Okay. Then the first thing I think we know about workbook and worksheets. We know that if it is just one, if it is just one sheet you have, this is a worksheet. Then let me create another sheet. This is another sheet. Then this is another sheet. This is another sheet. So all these sheets together with this and everything, they are all called workbook. So workbook is basically like is like a collection of sheets. Everything, this particular file is the workbook. All right. So and I think we should talk about this zoom slider. Yes, and then um yes, we have something called status bar. This average count, numerical count, minimum, maximum sum. We call those ones status bar because what status bar basically does is that it gives an overview of your column, right? So we have the average of everything here is it's actually it's very good for numeric values because easily you get your if it is your average, you can just quickly you can see your average age here, you can see the count, total, then numeric count, minimum, maximum, and the sum. All right, so and we have zoom slider. All right, the first task is to load the two data sets, and I think we've done that. In case you don't know how to do it, you just click on your file and yeah, open, or you check for it under this open, then browse, check for the file. When you browse, check for it, and then you're going to find your um you find your file, then you load it. I think we should have done that. Let me wait for 2 minutes to in case someone is just doing that. All right. Okay, so are we on the same page now? I think we should be on the same page now. All right. So now let's start with the basic things, the basic formatting things that we should know about. Okay, the very first thing is how to adjust your column width, because you can see that some of them they might not contain the, like this name now. Can you see that it's only the BRAUND that we can see, and M. And if you check this formula bar, this is what we call the formula bar. It shows what is in our, it shows what is in our cell, right? And we know cell, we know this is a cell, this is a cell, this is a cell. Cells are like, is like a meeting point of a row and a column. So we have, this is D5. So we can see that this is showing something long. This is Allen, Mr. William, Henry, and then we can only see this because of the size of the, because of the width of the column. So what we can just do is that you just double click. When you double click this, the top, the very first, where you can see your A, B, C, D, then you just click on the edge, right? You click on the edge, then you double click. When you double click, it's going to expand it to the width of the, it will expand it, yes, in a way that you're going to see everything very well. I hope we all got that. Okay, so I think the next thing we should do is, what if you have a lot of what if you have a lot of columns that are like that, and maybe you have about 20 or 30? You cannot just be doing everything like that because it's going to be time consuming. So what you will do is, let me undo this, what I just did. So what you do is you highlight everything, and I think we should know what we use to highlight everything. That's Control A, right? Control A. So we've highlighted all the data sets. Then you just click on the edge of just one. It will work for others. I Okay, okay. Should try it. Yeah, I think it has worked. Control A, then you do it, you double click on the edge of one row. So you can see that it's happened for this class, it's reduced. Then okay, I think we got that. Then now let's just do something practical with this home tab. You see we have the clipboard there, we have the paste, copy, cut, format painter, and so on. What this format painter does is that, okay, when we are doing visualization, we are going to like work on it, but then just to have an overview and just to have idea, what it does is that when you have, maybe you formatted something, then you want the format, maybe you did a lot of formatting on one particular thing, or maybe a particular chart, and you want the what you did to work on another chart. You can just use this format painter. And yes, we know about this copy and paste. Let's just, this copy and paste, cut, copy, paste. Yes, and this, if you want to change the font, let's just, if you want to change the font, you can just use a different font. Yeah, I think you can see it here. You can see this here. You can see the this big style. So I don't think we want to change the font. Yeah, and one thing is wrap text. This wrap text and merge and center. Let me just explain how it works using a different sheet. So let's just assume we want everything here to be, we want everything here as, you want all these cells just to show as just one particular cell. I don't, this is one cell, this is one cell, this is one cell. So we want like a group of cells to come together to show as just one cell. Okay, this, let's say this to this. So what we just do is we just use our merge and center, right? So now all these ones, everything here is one cell. It's just one cell. The next cell is this. The next cell is this. So you can see that this merge and center, what it does that is that it brings cells together as one. It is very important. Maybe when you want to use your, maybe you want to create a dashboard, you can use this merge and center as maybe your, the name. If you want to use everything here as maybe a group of charts, you want to put charts together, you can use this to to create your title. So you can just put the title here. Let's say report. If you want to make it a report, you want to report something. So you can just, this is our title. Let's use the font, can increase this maybe to this, and then you have this. I hope we all got that. Okay, the next thing we want to do, let's do number formatting. This general, what we have here in this number is basically our number formatting, and we've known about it. We Sir Dave explained it to us in the last class. So what we want to do now is we want to change the format. We know that this one is text. This general in Excel means it's basically like general. It does not have a specific format. Most times when you have text, they are always in this format. Text are always in this format. Then and if you have undefined format too, they are always in this format too, this general. So we have different formats. This text, your input can either be in general format. It's basically like data type, number, numeric, currency, accounting, short date, long date, and time, percentage, fraction, and all. Okay, text. We can just use this as text. But it's okay. This text, most times I leave it as general. All right. So we have this P class is actually numeric. Okay. Before we start anything, I would advise us to have a duplicate. Yeah. Anytime you are working on something, you are working on any Excel file, you want to clean it, you want to do something with it. It's very advisable to have a duplicate. Do we get? Please, can we hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know. Okay, why am I not seeing any comments? All right, so I think okay. We can move on now. Um, it's advisable to have a duplicate. So what we'll do is, okay, let me just delete this since I used it to explain something. This delete delete. Okay, so what we'll just do is when you want to duplicate this into another, you can copy and paste. You can always use copy and paste. So or make a copy. When you right click on this Titanic data set, you can copy it here. This move or copy. Right click, move or copy. Then let's just say let's copy it to sheet 4. Okay, and then we'll have okay. Okay, okay, let's just move it to new book. Mm, okay, create a copy. Okay. Okay, what I did was that this after I right clicked it, move or copy, you just click select this create a copy, right? So that's how we are going to get a new copy. I think I wanted to use this to do copy and paste. Okay, let's just copy and paste. Control A. When you select everything using Control A, then you copy Control C, or you can use this copy here. So you move it to sheet 4, the first one, then Control V, Copy and paste. Okay. Moses, you're asking duplicate in what sense? It means that you should create another copy of the Excel of the file, in the sense that when you are cleaning your data, when you are working on something, you might actually delete something that you might need, you think you might not need it, but later on, what if you need it? So you should have another copy that you're going to be using, another copy in case you deleted something. I need your data sets. Do you get? So when you are using Excel, it's advisable to duplicate. I hope you get. So I think we've copied this. Okay, it's already in sheet 4, right? So let me delete this. So we are working with this one, the 3 and the 2. So let's just do our editing here, and whatever we'll do, let's do it here. So I was explaining this the format of the of our input, right? So this passenger ID, it is meant to be a numeric input, it's meant to be a numeric data. So let's change it to numeric, to number. You can see number. And then let's do it for all other numeric. This survived is meant to be numeric too, so number. Then this P class, it should be a number. Then which other one? This one, you can leave it as general. This age, okay. This age, then this one too is numeric. I think age, number. Then this SIBSP. This SIBSP basically means the number of, is this data set, is the data set of this Titanic stuff. Those ones that I think the ship direct one time like that. So it is just the biodata of those that were in the ship. All right. So this SIBSP means the number of siblings and spouse that those people have. This PARCH, it means the parents, number of parents or children that are on board. So this should be numeric, right? This should be, so let's just do it from our end. Let me wait for 2 minutes. Let's just do it on our end. From our end, those ones that are meant to be general, leave them as general. This fair should be number two. It should be a numeric, it should be numeric. If we leave that passenger column as general, what is the implication? Well, the implication is that sometimes when you want to do your analysis, you know, Excel, some it might want to maybe sum or something. Most times it might not actually see it as a number the way it's meant to be. It might not see it as a number sometimes. So it's always advisable, and it is best to leave it as, to just change the data type to the correct one. An example is date too. You can have a date data type, and then if it is in general format, it won't, Excel won't even see it as a date, because when you want to do analysis, maybe you want to analyze it year by year. Okay, in this particular year, this happened, in this year this happened. When it is not in the date format, Excel will not see it as a date in that sense. So you cannot actually group it by year. It will see it as maybe a text format. So I hope we understood that. Ogunubi Ahmed, I hope you got that. It's always better to change your data type to the right format. Okay, I think we should go on, because the next thing that I want us to do now is filtering and sorting. Let's go to this insert. Let's start working on this insert. I think we know this pivot table, recommended tables, and yes, it's advisable for us to convert our data sets to a table format. And I think we learnt that in the last class. This is table. You can actually use Control T. This is the shortcut. It's always very easy for you to use table. For you to use Control T, the shortcut. So you highlight everything, Control A. Control A is to highlight all the cells, right? So then you go with your Control T. Then our table has headers. That's very true, because this passenger ID, survived, P class, name, sex, age, and all, they are all our All these ones are our table headers. Like this survived, it means the maybe the person survived 0 1. 0 means no, and then 1 means yes, right? Okay, my table has headers. Okay, I think, yeah, so that's it. And one other thing, you can see that this one is 1.00, this one is 2.00, 3.00. I don't think we need this decimal point, right? So let's, okay, we don't need the decimal point, so we should, let's highlight the three of them, this one, this passenger ID, survived, and P class. So let's start. What you just do, you select this one, then double click and then drag. Okay, we've dragged these three. So these three, we want to change their number. This one, it means to increase the decimal. Can you see this thing here? This, the very first one, it is to increase the decimal. Can you see this is 2 before it changed 3 to 4, but we actually want to reduce it to the last. So let's just, we've changed everything. So I think this is better this way. It's better this way. I hope we all got that. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do now is, let me explain why we actually use this table, why it is always better and preferable to use table. You can see this filter, this filter thing beside each row header. It actually works for, it helps to sort and to filter, in the sense that you might want to sort your um you might want to sort it from the largest to the smallest, or from the smallest to the largest. Do we get? So I think this one is actually sorted. This 1 2 3 4 5 is sorted in ascending order from the smallest to the largest. Then we have this 0 1 0 1. You can sort this one from the smallest to the largest. That's why this is, it's very easy to use this filter button beside it. And if you want to go through the long way, can check this data and then you use this filter and this sort and filter here, in case